Hey everyone, I think we are now live. It's James Granahan here. Give me a like or whatever if you can see this video now. Let me know it's working. So I'm just out for my morning walk, and while I just wanted to make a short video to look around, make sure I'm crossing the road okay, I'm not going to get hit by a car. So I just wanted to make a short video today, latest kind of in a series of videos I'm creating on Facebook about remote work. And the topic I want to talk about today is what I'm calling pay for what pays you. Okay? And pay for what pays you. And what I mean by that specifically is that I think it's really important when you're working remotely, but just in general in life, but especially when you're working remotely, to remember that you generally get what you pay for. This is very relevant with remote work when it comes to the kind of the gear you use or the tools that you actually need to do your work. If you look for free options, or you try to cut corners, or look for cheap options, generally I find that will come back and bite you. And that's not to say that you should go out and spend loads of money without thinking about it. I'm not saying that at all. But at the same time, I think that it's important to identify the things that make the biggest difference to you as a remote worker and that allow you to get your work done. And here I'm talking about things like fast Wi-Fi, like a good computer, potentially something like paying to use a co-working space. I think it's important to identify those things and be prepared to spend the money on those things, because they make a difference. You know, if you skimp on Wi-Fi and then all of a sudden you have problems connecting all the time, or you're slower getting your work done because it takes forever to upload files, or you keep getting cut off when you have, meetings on Zoom or Skype with colleagues or clients, that's a big problem. So, very quickly that's going to start to frustrate the people you work with, whether it's a company you're working for or it's clients you're working with, and it's going to impact how well you can do your work. So I think it's really important with something like that. For example, just pay for the fastest Wi-Fi you can get, pay for unlimited mobile data so that you have a backup if for some reason the Wi-Fi goes down. And the same applies to your gear. Don't try and skimp out and buy a cheap second-hand laptop for a couple of €100. Go get yourself something good, and that will. What you need depends on exactly what kind of work you're doing. If you're doing programming or whatever, you might want a particular computer, or you might want stuff with particular specs for video editing or whatever. I have a MacBook Pro, and I find that for the broad range of things that I need to do, that's just kind of the most it's very widely applicable, right? It can do everything I need it to. It's super solid, works really fast, nice and light, so I can carry it around. I have very few problems with it, and when I do, I know that instead of having to go and find like some random computer store and see if they can help me, I know that if I have any problems, which is pretty rare, I can just go to a Mac store, which they're everywhere these days, and they're going to help me solve the problem pretty fast. So is it the best value for spec? No, you can get better spec on other computers at a lower price, but it's the most convenient and makes the most sense for me in order to kind of protect my work and productivity. So let's just kind of something I wanted to throw out there today, that kind of idea that, you know, I think it's important to identify the things that allow you to do your work, the things that pay you, right? Because at the end of the day, you're getting paid for your work, and if you can't do it, well then you can't get paid. So they pay you, and you know, be willing to spend what is necessary and pay for those things. And I think if you do that, you'll find that it makes a big difference, and it's a really good mindset to have in general when approaching remote work. It's one of kind of abundance. So this is just a thought for today, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, whether you agree or maybe you completely disagree. But let me know, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another video.